want to talk about the unrelated show and facts a little bit? Yeah.
So fucking Jeff is on the show with the Australian guy and the British guy. And, I haven't really watched that show ever. I just watched last night Jeff was on. And Fax is the most boring, our old intern is the most boring guy who's ever lived, ever. He comes on in the middle of it, I'm like, ugh, you can just feel the room lose energy. And he's one of these guys now, it's like, he still thinks he's part of the show. I have no we were at the Mercy meal, and he had mentioned at the table about something about how it was finishing. I had forgotten, sort of, I forgotten he was an intern on the show. I had no idea what he was talking about.
Yeah.
He's like, I finished Monday. I'm like, finish what? And by the way, he mentioned that to me. I didn't bring up the conversation at that point, just for the record. But he's also one of these guys now who's like, he was like an intern, and now he's happy to rip all over the producers.
Yeah, and he wants to like be his true self now.
The freedom flag is flying. Now he's away from the thumb of the Kirk Minahan show.
Yeah,
so
he can unbutton the top collar now.
Yes, I nailed it, Steve, with the flag. But
but
he's dumping. He's dumping on the producers. I can do that. He can't do that. Where do you want to start with this now with him?
I think we got to start with the conversation that you were referencing.
The one I texted you guys about?
Yeah.
Okay, it gets lost in our group chat, but I mentioned it at some point.
Get that name going.
Yeah, thank you, Colin. Go ahead.
Every time that Kirk and I ever spoke to each other, he initiated the conversation. Every time.
See?
Now,
that's well trained.
I want to say that's maybe the biggest lie I've ever heard in my entire life. So what you're telling me is, because we were at that Mercy meal, and he turned to me and said, "Hey, Kirk, I've been watching movies lately." That would mean that the conversation started with me at that Mercy meal, turning to him and saying, "Hey, do you watch movies?" I can promise you that didn't happen. He tried to start a conversation. He's boring. He's awful on air. Awful. There's something that happens frequently with military people, with veterans, and I hope he follows suit with that.
Ready for the drop. It's coming.
No, not that. No. I mean, I hope he continues to serve our country well. No, I'm sure he's a nice guy. I hope he lives a long, healthy life. But this is just fiction.
Every time, too. So what do you talk to him daily?
And the version, it is version, Dave, of the Laconia thing is bullshit.
Oh, it was completely off.
A total lie.
Right.
He said, he started the sentence by saying, "I think it would be funny if."
Right.
I remember him saying that.
Yes.
So he's just, and he thinks he's like edgy. He is the worst. I'm dead serious. The worst person on air ever associated with the Kirk Minahan show. Ever. Because he's unlikable. He's boring. He thinks he's edgy, and I think he's an asshole. He adds zero.
I think a lot of the time when I talk to him, he views himself almost as like equal
to me.
Well,
forget you.
I'm just saying.
To me,
I'm just saying. But like,
yeah,
right. He does.
And he just go away. Like, nobody likes you. Nobody wants you around. This isn't like, now the trolls. He'll just become a troll. They'll rally around him. Trust me, you suck. Your kids will suck. Their kids will suck. It's just going to go on forever. You're terrible on air. You're death on air. And I don't even blame the other guys, Jeff, and they're probably so boring. They probably didn't hear what he said.
Right.
Because you just check out. He's so boring.
Yep.
And he's not likable. I don't like him. I don't know why he flew up here. Like, he had no relationship with cinema. Like, why was he there?
He says he did have a relationship.
You think that's true?
I don't know. I don't want to question.
You went to lunch with him one day, maybe, but like he flew up for that.
He's a very one-up guy. Like if you offer something, he's gonna come back and try and top it.
And he's like, now I guess I'm a part of the. He's like, I guess the way the Kirk Minahan show is, like, people don't talk to you. Yes, that's how the show works, you idiot.
I learned every in and out, so it's like.
Oh, he did?
Got it.
Oh, call him up. I want to hear more about the in and outs. Call him up. Let me hear about every in and out of the Kirk Minahan show. The in and out is right here. I walk in, I walk out. That's the in and out.
That's true.
In and outs.
Very true. Kirk's tapping him on the shoulder.
Yeah, the in and outs.
Hello.
Can you explain because you said on the show you're an expert on the ins and outs of the Kirk Minahan show. I don't even know what that means. Can you explain that to me?
Oh, yeah. You mean just like the day-to-day operations? I'm sorry, that's what you took out of it. I just meant.
Did you say that or not?
It was. I'm telling you, I said it.
And
right
then when
now,
you said, and then when
it.
you said that I started every conversation you ever had with me at the Mercy meal when you talked about watching movies, did I turn to you and say, "Hey, Fax, have you seen any movies lately?"
While I was working on the show,
no, that's always
you were staring at me. No, you were staring at everybody.
Yeah, Fax,
you were staring at everybody
staring at you, Fax.
That's what you do. That's what you do. That's what you do. You look around at conversations You're looking around. I engaged. You weren't interested. I left it alone.
So I was supposed to have
But you
I was
didn't.
supposed to have my eyes on the ground, you fucking idiot. I'm looking around at the table. I fucking hate people like you. When you leave the show,
it's one
shut the
conversation.
fuck up. When you leave the
It's one
show and then you
conversation.
start shitting all over the show, I fucking hate people
I didn't
like you.
shit all over the show.
fucking
I
hate
was
people.
mostly positive.
You're a
I just
fucking
had one
piece
complaint.
of shit.
You punched,
You're a piece
no,
of shit.
No, you
you
punched
are.
first. You punched first. You punched first. All I did, I sat there, I did my job, and then after I was done, I just gave my punches back, and I was good. But you weren't, because you got to hold on to it forever. I'm good now. I
What is
still love
that?
the show. That's it.
I don't care if you like the show or not. First of all,
I know
first,
you don't
first of all,
care.
First of all, you're
People-
lying.
no,
You're
people-
lying.
People who don't care.
You're lying.
People who don't care don't
You're
talk
lying.
about how much they don't care. I am not lying. I am telling the
facts.
truth.
Oh, I care a tremendous amount whether you like the show or not. You got me. There's one thing I care about. It's how much whatever your real
Oh
name
my
is
God! No,
likes the show.
you're picking specific things. You're just picking
that's
one
what we
thing to pull apart.
You on a show, idiot, and you're like, hey, Kirk, unless Kirk brings up, I don't talk to him. So you lied first of all, and then you lied about the fucking thing with Laconia. You said this would be funny if
wasn't a
this
lie.
happened. You're a fucking liar. And then the
No.
other thing is, you shit all over these guys in Spaces, which is just full of losers.
That
you go to
is
Spaces,
actually a
you
lie.
shit
That
shit
is a
all
lie.
over
I
Dave,
didn't
you shit
shit
over
over
Justin,
anybody in
which I don't
Spaces.
mind if you have
I
the
didn't
balls to
shit
go
on
on the
Dave
show
or
and then do the same
Justin.
thing. So what are the in and outs? What are the
no.
in and outs of the show? Facts. What are the in and outs of the show?
That's your focus. That's your focus.
What are the in and outs of the show?
I said
Facts.
that I like Dave on the show.
What are the in
I
and outs
said
of the
that
show,
Justin
Dave?
outside of
Facts.
the studio
Answer the
was great.
question.
No,
What are the facts? Nobody cares.
You want me
What
so
are the
bad to
in-
answer the question? It ain't happening. Oh my gosh, you're whining so much about it.
Oh, here we go. This is what I mean. You're such a pussy. You're such a pussy. What are the in and outs of the show?
Yeah,
What are the
you're looking real good.
What are the facts? Come back here anytime. What are the in and outs of the show? Go ahead.
You don't like to be talked to.
Okay.
People
Right.
go in, they bring you topics. You don't want to talk about most of them, so we sit there, we cut our clips, and then we go home.
Wow,
The
that's,
ins and outs are not that
that's
complicated.
revolutionary. So now you know them all. So now you can tell all the
I never
secrets.
claimed to be revolutionary. I just claimed it was simpler, and I knew that it wouldn't work out for me, but I'm fine with that. I'm okay with it. You're not. That's the difference.
No, I think I'll get over it by when the show's over, facts. But I don't like when people go on shows and make shit up, which is what you did.
I did not make shit up. I cleared the record. You
Again,
made shit up on your show, and I corrected the
again,
record.
at the Mercy meal, which you shouldn't have been at, when I turned to you and said, "Hey, boy, give me the list of the last 30 movies you've seen." Like, why didn't that just made up? Like
We had a 15-second conversation.
Which you said again. You said, "Hey, Kirk reaches out to me in every conversation first." That's the only time I think we've ever talked, and that's not true.
No, it was while I was working on the show. I was not working on the show at that moment.
But you said you were done on that Monday though, so you still were working.
You know
on
what?
the show.
Next time, I'll write a 10-page essay so I can have every detail right for you. So that way you don't have questions. Then.
But you said,
Because
but you
you're-
told me you're still working for the show at that point. You said you were done on Monday, so you still were working for the show. Which is it?
I wasn't at work at the moment.
Oh, it was just leisure time. We were just hanging out.
Leisure time, no.
Gotcha. Why
All
were
right,
you?
yeah,
why were
good.
you there anyway? Nobody wanted you there. Why were you there?
I wasn't there to hang out with you. I was invited there.
You were invited.
Yeah.
It's like the Masters. You got an invitation. I didn't get one. Why was
Sure.
I there? Who invited you?
Ollie.
She invited you. Okay, you got an invitation. That's good. Which I'm sure she reached out to you proactively, right?
No, I offered my
Yeah,
condolences,
right,
and then I
yeah,
asked
yeah,
if there needed anything, and then
Needed anything?
she said there was
what,
this happening.
what were you going to do? Help with
I don't know.
lighting?
Help out in any way
give
we
terrible
can. That's what
comedic
you do.
ideas? Like lighting? Like what?
Stand back, stand by.
Yeah, right.
Oh my God.
I mean, just a loser. Just a loser. Go away.
Yeah, you feel good. Okay, fine.
Jesus Christ.
Well, he's not sensitive, at least. I'll give him
No.
Well, and he's saying, you care about this, you care about this. The beauty of this show is that you take the fucking minutia of the minifans and talk about it and hash it out. I don't think you give a shit about it when the day ends, but
I don't give a fuck about.
No,
No,
I-
doesn't care.
but it's
At
fun
all.
for the show. I like it.
Here's the thing. You can't do the thing where you go on the show, the Minifan show the night before, talk all that stuff, and then we get called out on this show, be like, oh, boy, I guess you're sensitive. It's like, well,
Yeah,
you just
you can't
talked
do
about
that.
me, dummy. Am I wrong, Dave?
No, you're not wrong. No, you can't.
That's
do
how it
that.
works.
No.
Yeah. So this is, watch, this is the evolution of a troll. Just watch. I've seen this 10 million times.
Right.
He's invited. You've been formally invited to the, I mean, like, what a loser.
Yeah.
Well, he just wanted to be there so he could say he was there. That's it. You know, a guy dies so you can go there and fucking hang out. What a piece of trash. What a scumbag. The other thing about Mud, I was talking to Jeff about this. Like, I don't want to get bogged down in this, but like, He literally is. You know him. He's like, I'll do certain PA things. I won't do.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Like I won't do softball or whatever. I'll do this. It's like you should take your fucking family and move to stores and never come back and stay there and just be the PA guy for 30 years for UConn. 30. I talked to somebody at UConn. That's a state job.
That's fantastic.
Oh yeah.
And
You know I talked to
Benefits
too.
and all that.
And I talked to I know you guys know I know people way up at UConn.
Yeah.
And he could get that fucking job. I think he's got a puncher's chance at that job.
He loves like radio, nonsense shtick. That'd be perfect. For him.
Perfect.
That
for
was
him.
his thing.
Oh, why he's against it?
Yeah. Perfect.
What do you think about the what Montanti said and Lucy Burge? She said big announcement career wise. Montanti said you're gonna be on Mutt Show, and she said
Keep
yes.
your dick in your pants.
Hey, why is everyone obsessed with fucking Lucy?
Who cares?
She's just in our world.
She's not in our world.
No.
Well, she's the Minifan world.
She's never acknowledged this show, has she?
Yes.
Yeah,
When?
she,
She said
She,
everyone
watches,
watches
said,
the show.
she said she watches every show.
Okay, Kevin. Great.
Well, because they love the
Loves you.
What she do
Loves
the,
you.
the juggling bets or whatever she
I don't
does
know. I
now.
don't.
Like yeah.
Gives a fuck. You fucking pervert.
Mutt gets it. Would he actually move? Do you think? I think that he.
What do you think? She's going to go to Muttstack? That's her announcement, you idiot? Yeah, she's going to go to Muttstack. He has no money.
He should.
She's going to go somewhere for gambling. Because that's the only money there is gambling. Which one was she doing before? What gambling
Oh,
was
she's
she-
still doing it.
That
Another company.
MGM. or
Okay,
something?
well, if she's doing that,
Yeah.
she's announcing or she's going to another gambling company.
She's probably doing Nesson.
It's all no. It's every dollar is gambling today. So she's either going to DraftKings or she's going to what's the other one?
FanDuel.
FanDuel. Well, she's going to one of those. That's
Or
it.
Muttstack, right?
Or Muttstack, I suppose. Yes. Yeah.
You
Like
think
a-
he would actually move his family for that job?
His wife could transfer.
They should. They should
His
tell.
wife could get another
They
job.
should tell him to move away.
How much that has to be? Then that has to be a decent paying gig to your kids in that school. Sir,
Or he could commute. It's not that bad of a commute.
is it a good paying gig? Comparable to his radio salary?
comparable to his current gig?
Well, comparable to his radio salary.
His current gig is $20 from his dad.
That is a hard decision, no
It's
matter
a state
what.
job.
I know.
Mudd is 45.
Yeah,
He
but
worked there
that-
for 20 years. It'd be 20
Pension,
years.
retirement.
50,
That's a pet-
60, 70 maybe, like in that area.
What,
Like,
money?
Yeah.
Yeah. 60. Say it's 60 grand and it's a state pension job. And you retire, you get what? I don't know. Make 50, 45, 50 grand a year, 30 grand a year. I don't know how pension. Unfortunately, I don't have one. But like, I don't know. And plus, he would like it.
They could set up a college fund or something. Put
I bet it's Tiggle for free.
kids for
That's a
free.
state. That's a state. Go to UConn.
Yeah, go to UConn.
You could go to University of Connecticut, Bridgeport if you want or whatever. Like you can do whatever.
You can start covering stuff with the team too, writing
you get in.
Substack stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, you could become like a little, you become like an SID there or something. I don't know.
So what's he want? Just the basketball? Like
Football, probably. Yeah,
He
he
wants
wants
the premier.
the premier.
But it's like you got to do swimming too. Like this is the job.
Especially when you're starting out. I mean, later on, you can.
Yeah, you got. Yeah, I mean, there's more than one thing going on at once a lot. So, I
They
find it
just built like a state of the art.
I find it deplorable. He's a deplorable person. I don't even understand. Hello,
GB, bro.
what's up, GB? How are you?
I mean, you listen to all these benefits. Obviously, the guy should get off his couch, but you're not listening to the biggest benefit, the co-eds.
No, Graham, are you gonna tell me that you're plowing through co-eds right now?
Let me tell you something. Thirsty Thursday. You know what they're thirsty for, Kirk?
No, I don't, Graham. What is that?
Cock.
Yeah,
Yeah, baby.
but he's trying. But I want him to do a job though. Well, I guess he'd do another job. Sure, I understand. Yeah, right.
He'd be catching 3 kind of jobs. You want me to list them?
Yes, I would. Yes, I would. Yeah, I would.
Hand blowing rim, baby. Try to feel. See you Monday.
All right, Graham. Goodbye. I have to talk to Ryan Minahan when the show's over. Oh boy,
That's a tease.
it's not a tease.
People hate that too when you do this.
Are we going to find out at some point?
No,
Oh, so it's like a family thing.
kind of. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's not. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah. Not gonna get divorced or anything.
Feeding that subreddit.
What's not? I guess Steve's gonna help me with my profile.
I got a good lawyer for
I
you.
like hot chocolate. Hot chocolate and books. Everything over old boy. What a
There you
catch! I
go.
have billboard charts
in your sandwich at
and
lunch.
be miserable. You like misery? Suicide and billboard charts. So the mood is great leaving the game. When you say, Dave?
Oh,
like,
definitely.
Team,
Yeah,
This
team
team
morale.
is, it's like Paul McCartney said about the Beatles, we're a fist. We're a fist,
Right.
So I'm driving back after the game and I speak to Mike Manansky.
I knew it. Damn it. Just a dark cloud.
I speak to Mike Manansky, and he says to me, the quote I gave on Twitter this morning is exactly right. I want to try to get it right to the letter.
Oh, what's frustrating about it being Mutt is now he's going to dispute this and say he didn't say it.
Out of context.
Being on the floor with him makes me never want to play again. About Kevin from Bristol. Poor, sweet, retarded Kevin from Bristol.
Wow.
Oh, I didn't say who it was, right? Oh, yes, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, you didn't say who it was.
Mutt, look. Did you watch the game, James?
Johnny, I was there.
Johnny, I beg your pardon. You were there last night?
I went, yeah.
Where were you?
Oh, you're a forgettable guy.
Did I say hi to you?
No.
Where were you sitting? With the
in
people?
In the bleachers, yeah. I was like a little
Were you near
below.
a cane or?
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
know.
I'm sorry. I would have said hello.
No,
well, thank you for coming. That's very nice of you. You know, other producers wouldn't do that. They wouldn't do that.
Some of them are in
He's
Orlando,
tall. You
so.
could have suited him up. He's
That's
tall.
true.
Well, I did try out.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
What happened?
I got it.
He's been in every. He's been here for every episode.
Who is this guy? I mean, there's so many people.
No,
that
yeah, no, it was fun.
How'd you do?
I got some love from Josh and James. I was wearing the Yankees shirt, and they were saying I could move for a big guy.
Oh, there you go. Okay, I'm sure you could. By the way, I'm sure you could. So, so Mud is bitching and moaning about poor Kevin. What I said in response is not relevant. Not for the record. I'm doing my journalism work.
I'm not curious.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. But he was like, oh, he's like, he stinks. He's like, he's like, I never want to play with him again. Oh. Now you might say Kirk Minahan, a man of, the leader of this team. What I should do is say, get your fucking ass off this team. Of course I won't because, he's Mutt. But I should do that, right?
We're getting nothing from Mutt right now.
I mean, Mutt was dreadful last night.
A lot of turnovers.
Yes.
Every time he
kept
got
falling
the
over
ball.
too.
Yeah, I'm worried about. I
I
wonder if he has Lou Gehrig's disease. I don't know.
He's not a first-time offender either. I've heard tell of his impression of Mick.
He mocked Mick last year at
flailing
Papagino's. That is confirmed by everyone there.
Yeah.
So was Kevin from Bristol? Did he play well last night? No, but like he knows that I've knocked Kevin for years, but underneath it all, he's a sweet, sweet guy.
The heart of a lion.
Gave me this book right here. I'll never give me a book. Never read a book. So yeah, he's like, I don't want to play with him anymore. And look, I was kind of like, yeah, he was not great. But then part of me is like, fuck you. Yeah. Like we're a team.
He was playing injured too.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
don't like fat as an injury.
So he says.
Put it this way. I know you got a soft spot for Mutt. If John and Warren walks up to you and says, I'm not playing with this guy anymore.
Bricks, hit them.
Come on.
Yeah, no, I know. I think I'm open to criticism here, and there's no question about it. And it's like no shit. Like Kevin's in that. If Kevin's on the team in that game in Connecticut again, I'm going to play the entire game basically. Matt from Providence going to play the whole game. Ron's going to play. Like, I mean, how many minutes is Kevin for? Like 30 seconds. Should Mutt be playing in that game anyway?
Yeah, he scored as many points, right?
Oh my God!
As Kevin in Bristol.
Yeah.
His passes, I'm a Mutt fan, but his pass, he was throwing like a half a mile per hour yesterday too.
There's a chance he is maybe like a side effect of the Lou Gehrig's, is like anger.
Oh really?
I don't know. He's in tomorrow, right?
He's in tomorrow.
Right. I mean, he'll have to answer this.
Yep.
And I bet you, if you go back in time and look at Kevin from Bristol's Twitter account, he's probably praised Mutt 300 times.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
Are they gross, like long, like boring, like videos that aren't very fun? It doesn't matter. He's defending him.
Right.
I've done a 180 on Kevin in the last year, by the way. Like I like him now. I like when he's here. He can annoy me, but I like him. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
I walked out last night after the game. Did the post-game interview. Got changed to Coleman's shirt off, which was down to my knees.
I thought it was a 2XL. Reports were that it was actually a 3XL.
It felt like it.
Okay.
That's why I missed the 2 free throws. I had Coleman's shirt on. That's a tribute.
And it was tight on Coleman, mind you.
It was tight on Coleman. You're right, Mom. So I'm walking out. I'm done. I'm changing. I'm talking to people, whatever. This guy on the other team took a picture. One of the guys on the other team during the game was like, oh, just so you know, my dad and I used to listen to you when you would drive me to school.
Oh.
Get the fuck out of here.
Mind games.
I'm 50 fucking.
Don't hate it.
I get
Mind
the
games,
point.
yeah.
I'm 50 fuck. I looked up the scores like 46-9. I'm like, oh wow, great mind games. You're really fucking with. So took a picture of one of those guys, and then I'm heading out. Everyone on the team is scattered. They're heading out. Kevin from Bristol is in the that area there where it's like that club where there's like you can get drinks and food.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So he's sitting there. And I said, all right, Kevin, see you later, buddy. He looked at me and said, thank you, Kirk.
Yeah. Whatever thanked you?
No, I'm responsible for his entire career. Never thanked me. Never. No. Even when I bailed him out.
Right.
Well, you know now.
Everyone leave that joke alone, Dave.
Oh, bailed him
Working along. Okay. Anyway, so
I got it. What do you want? Stand up.
I'm looking at Dave. Dave.
Well, you know now Mutt's going.
The joke was at Dave. You blind fuck. Why can't you see? Ruins every joke.
I don't like that Dave Menners makes fun of Dave, and now my mic is in a new place.
Mind games. Well, I mean, what do I do with Mutt?
He's going to quit now.
Who, Mutt?
Yeah, after this
Is
conversation.
that a promise?
Well, you know
That's
him.
kind of a
He's
lot.
going to come in and do the woe is me thing.
No, he
you're
can't.
right.
He can't. There's
And
no way.
He's like, I just won't come. I should
fine.
step aside. He's
I mean,
going to do
He'll
that.
criticize us for not defending him tomorrow. That'll be his anger.
It's not even. He was critical of Kevin. And, look, a player could come in the locker room and blow off steam to the coach once in a while, I suppose, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, that's part of the game. But, I don't like the, I can't. He didn't even say he won't play. He didn't say that. He said he just can't. He physically doesn't think he can play with him anymore.
That's why he played so bad last night.
It might have been. Yeah. I mean, there were moments where Kevin was bringing the ball up the court, and I was like, what the fuck is going on here?
But this is an experimental game.
It's a
to
tryout.
see-
Well, this is not a David Lynch film.
Maybe he'd have been great.
He's a fatso. Get your fat ass down there. Maybe, but we did see him do it. We didn't see him do it before. I don't know.
I'll tell you. I think
Tweet out that is Mutt. Obviously being critical of Kevin. People need to know that.
I think this very story eliminates Steve from Gloucester in my mind, just as a fan thinking of this team. I think if you're going skill, it's clearly Cliff, and if you're going content, it's clearly Kevin. What the hell's Steve still doing there?
I guess.
Good riddance.
But I don't know what Kevin's content is. It's not going to be any different. He's going to say he loves
It's
me.
funny to watch.
It is. It's funny to watch Steve, though, too.
It's going to piss off Mutt. Isn't that the content?
I guess,
Right.
but Mutt's gonna be a baby now about it. He's not gonna be now. Be like, oh, you're right, I was wrong. That's what I think. I think he'll take that tact. I think
Hey, he hated Coleman last year. Mutt.
that's true. That is true. I just think you got to be like Michael Jordan if you're gonna criticize a team like that.
Yeah.
He's a gambling addict, so he's like Michael Jordan in some ways. But I don't,
But it's all he hates.
Careful of Dan Manansky if he blows a tire on the highway today. Just say that. Look both ways.
He hates Tim and Canton. He hates Kevin from Bristol. All the old school guys that have supported him for years.
I'm guessing those guys weren't super supportive of Mutt and
Kevin
Callahan.
and Tim?
Of Mutt and Callahan?
Honestly, they might have been.
Kevin, I don't think Tim. Yes, Kevin. I'd say he was probably leading
The
that.
entire New England market wasn't supporting Mutt Callahan.
That's what numbers are. What numbers are. But I don't know.
Were they prank calling him? Both of those guys prank call. So
Maybe.
But not viciously.
If you call Kevin right now,
he
he'd be like, "Oh, I understand. He's a nice guy."
right.
But I think you know what? I think he's probably hurt. He's busting
Deep down, he won't
he's
show.
busting his ass out there. He's trying his hardest. He knows he's limited intellectually and physically.
we'll get a video.
It's like a TV movie, like a fat retarded guy who works at a little kid's store gets to play this Heroes basketball team, and the Mutt's the bully in the TV movie.
Right.
Get the fuck out of here. I'm Mike Manansky.
That's what I'm saying. That's why
Warden
he
North did a 2-minute video today showing how much Mutt sucked last night.
He did.
Perfect music, by the way. I can't see it. I can
the
still
picture.
picture. I can picture it.
I thought. Look, I'll say this about Mutt.
Let's go.
I thought Mutt tried hard. I don't think he didn't play hard. I just don't think. I think his shots. Whatever. I missed a bunch of shots, but the game's over. If you ask about every player on the team, I could tell you a positive about them last night. Everyone, including Kevin, I think played as hard as he could. And I bet you, if Mutt hit a shot last night, I mean, we know that's obviously not going to happen. But if he hit a shot last night, Kevin would be leading the first guy.
Lifted him on his shoulders.
He'd give the shirt off his back.
Yep.
Or off of some, person who dropped clothes off of the Just Ducky from Mutt. And Mutt stabs him.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Literally stabs him in the back.
There's a time for criticism and reaching out to the coach. I would say after the last 5 minutes of that game and the way the team rallied at the end there, that is not the time to make
It was like
that
the
call
86
to the
Celtics at the end.
Yeah,
Those
yeah.
five. Me,
Right.
John Warren, Matt. I don't know who was up, but we were great.
Yep.
That's the other thing. Is
Mood was high. Mood was high.
Mutt has the power of this very microphone. He'll be in here tomorrow. He could voice those concerns publicly if he had them.
Yeah.
Mutt kind of has a little Devers in him. He's an eye guy.
Oh, yeah. No question. No question. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what's going on. I know he does a home head shaving thing. I don't know if you guys saw that. He's got that strip in the back of his head.
Yeah, no, it didn't look great.
I don't know what.
I tried to zoom in on it once.
It's almost like he did it while he was like that David Hasselhoff cheeseburger video. feel like John Dennis with references from 20 years ago. That's the best I got. Right now. Yeah, that's the best I got right now. But I don't know. Kevin from Bristol's on the team.
Wow.
Huge breaking news.
So it's just done. Cliff and Steve, pack your bags.
Cliff is on the team.
Wow.
Are you serious?
They're all on.
And Steve from Gloucester's
Oh,
Yeah, they're all on.
We're a team. We're a
Are you
team.
shitting me?
I can't. After last night, I can't.
You need the subs.
I can't get rid of these. These guys are part of the team. People are going to criticize me for being too kind, for not, but we're a team. We're a bond. These guys, this is for cinema.
This is really going to kill Brando.
I know. I was thinking.
Brando is not on the team.
He can't be the manager.
All he had to do was suit up last night.
He's the manager.
If Brando just came to play,
I think
he
Kevin
would've been
Bristol
on
is
the
more
team.
of a ML Carr type,
Okay.
energy, like on the bench energy, like good, good vibes, good team guy.
Oh yeah.
Cliff can give us a couple of minutes, I think. He doesn't know the difference between the man-to-man defense and the zone defense, but we'll get him there. And I'm telling you, Steve from Gloucester is not terrible.
No, he hustles.
He's
I'm
a team
ready.
guy. He would never do that. No. Like, Matt from Promise played great. He wasn't saying to me, Kevin, I was out there with Ron. No, we're not saying that. Mick would never say that. Jonathan Ward would never say that. Pat Ford,
Might.
he might. Yeah, he might privately. But I don't know. John Warren was really good last night, and Pat had a couple of shots. So, I'm proud of these guys. I'm disappointed in Mutt, but there's nothing new there. I've been disappointed in him since I first met him. He's a disappointment. Is that Dave? No, I don't know.
No, you're right. The Brando conversation, I don't know if you saw a tweet where people were speculating that
I didn't
it
like
was-
Brando weighing in.
Right.
That's not a manager's job. He'll
Right.
learn his lesson. Don't do that again.
Okay, all right.
If I said to you, Mike, this morning, who was it and who was it about, what would you have said?
What is this?
Forget the break. No.
I got you.
Yeah.
I would have said Mutt for sure.
Yeah.
I guess Kevin from Bristol makes sense now that I know it. The way you phrased it, I thought it was someone that was already on the team.
Yeah.
So I thought he was going
But I
after.
consider those
I
guys-
thought maybe he was going after Mick again.
But now they're on the team. I consider them on the team while they're teammates.
Right.
You're going to war with them. Fucking guy died. We're trying to win the game for him.
Mm.
And Mutt's trying to, play political games. Right. Curry favor with who I don't even know. Literally, the first thing he says to me is like, I just can't play with him. Like, what do you fucking
Just can't.
Larry
play with
Bird? What are you talking about?
He could play with Coleman.
Yeah, you can,
You know?
you can
The
put
worst of the
Justin.
worst.
Yeah, I don't even get it.
Well, now what's going to happen in the game if they're both out there?
Look, I know Kevin will play, I don't know. I'll have to answer this criticism tomorrow.
I was surprised you didn't say that on the Unnamed show, just so everyone knows. You lost by 60, but you'll have Justin and Coleman. in
Yeah,
New
we'll
York.
get Twin Towers back.
So
Yeah, we should be fine.
Yeah.
And Gus. So we should.
Oh, and Gus.
Yeah, we'll be
Gus,
good.
yes.
Yeah, not worried at all. Yeah, we should be good. I almost feel like it's not. Well, he's got a family. He's having a good trip. I almost feel like Justin's not even part of the team anymore.
Oh, come on.
When you miss a practice and you miss a game, like now we're so bonded. There's even talk of a team trip.
But he was
like
there
a
last
weekend
year.
trip.
He's been there.
Well, Matt from Providence kind of took his role. Wouldn't you?
Sure, the big three.
Big three.
Dude, Justin's role? Like 30 seconds and passing out?
No, I just mean his size down low.
Yeah, yeah.
It does seem like Matt has solidified sort of a big three.
I think he's definitely going to play significant minutes for us. I mean, who knows? I mean, we'll see what Cliff we get. I don't know. Yeah, Cliff was good, I thought. Yeah. But as usual, we have a great thing going, good momentum, and Mutt just fucks it up.
Yeah.
Has Kevin Bristol weighed in on Twitter yet?
Haven't seen it yet.
I bet
probably
Kevin
morning.
from
He's
Bristol
right-
had a better plus minus than Mutt last night.
Oh, probably, yeah. He didn't play as much, so probably. I mean, just get ready for some terrible video in front of a shower.
He's writing that script right
12 minutes.
Yeah, sad face basically from Kevin from Bristol.
Oh, really?
And Mutt did that to us.
Yep.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Mutt's right. Mutt's responsible for what you people have to not watch in 4 hours. Or just scroll past in 4 hours.
Yeah.
We'll get through it together.
Justin says Hooters is not on the schedule for this vacation now.
What?
Oh, he took it off.
What?
Hooters
Call
is
him now.
off the schedule.
What?
Why?
Changes everything.
I'm with you, Mike. You should be outraged. This is insane. You're actually right.
What in fuck's name?
So dumb.
Why did he go?
He literally built the trip around it.
He was bullied, shamed, and bullied online. I guarantee that.
No, people want him to go to
No,
Hooters.
everyone wanted him to go
He's
there.
going to Hooters. I allowed him to go on this vacation. Let's say if I heard that voice, he was fucking fired.
Hi, I'm going to Hooters right now. What the hell?
Jeez, sorry.
One of your wacky games?
Tell him to call back. It's almost like Mike.
Hello?
What the fuck are you doing? The whole point of the trip was Hooters.
I know. Yeah, but we're
What do you mean you know?
not
I don't understand. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Explain yourself.
Yeah, why?
Because so today we did Gatorland.
I know. We know.
So,
We know. We sat through that.
Gator got Bubba.
Did you go? Did you survive your battle with the Gators or no?
yeah, but it was just very scary. I don't like.
Okay. Why no Hooters?
Just Dale Arnold.
Well, tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow I'm going to do Hollywood Studios at Disney and Epcot.
Yep.
So that's the entire day there.
Yep. That's Thursday.
And then Friday we have to go. We're going to the Navy SEAL Museum. So Hooters is out.
What are you doing today? The rest of the day?
I don't know. I don't feel great. So I'll probably just hanging out.
It's 12:30. What are you talking
It's
about?
very disappointing.
What do you mean you don't feel well? It's very hot. Is that what you said?
I'll bet they got AC'd in Hooters.
You do not feel well, like you're gonna throw up, or you're just like tired?
I don't know. Like my son, I'm very burned. I feel like I should just kind of like hang
Sun
out,
poisoning.
do nothing today.
Dave.
But
Just Mike.
When are you going to get back down there to go to this?
Never.
Hooter? It could be torn down by the next time you want
You
to go.
built the whole trip around the original Hooters, and you're not gonna go because it's hot
I know.
outside.
Kirk, if you're trying to make a point that I'm very unselfish, I agree with you. That
Oh.
very, very kind of me.
Oh, you're getting.
No one else will go?
Why don't you get in the car and go by yourself?
Well, because once again, I'm a very unselfish person.
Are you in the car right now?
I am.
Who? All right.
Name names.
No, hold on. Okay. If it's. So Bo Bonner is still
Hey,
there,
Bubba.
right?
Yes.
Bo Bonner.
Everyone's still here.
Bo Bonner, your dad, and Bubba are in the car right now, right?
Yes.
Bo Bonner's 1, your dad is 2, Bubba's 3. What number is most responsible for this?
Turn right on West Osceola.
Shut up.
Number is most responsible for this. I guess it's not enough time.
What the hell?
What the fuck are you doing, Dave?
Oh, my system's just going crazy.
What, Justin?
That was the Justin selection music.
Is it your dad? Is it your dad, Bo Bonner? Just say the name. Dad, Bo Bonner, Bubba.
Or mom.
She's not there yet.
Probably my dad and Bo Bonner.
What are you going to do the rest of the day? Sit around?
They're.
I don't know. Well
they're not
Bo
allowing you
Bonner
to
has
go.
They're blocking you from going to Hooters?
Well, it's like a 2-hour. This would be like a 4-hour trip, 5-hour trip. So
There are apps where you can rent a car for like $40 for the day or
I
something.
get it. He doesn't want to go. He doesn't want to go. You're hot. Go. All right. Go enjoy your AC. Feel better.
Okay.
We've lost him.
He doesn't sound well.
He does not.
I don't understand.
That's jarring, honestly.
Hot?
Yeah.
What do you think it was going to be?
I think they told him they're not going. And
Maybe it's sun poisoning.
I'll look. You guys are all pussies. There's somebody in his life who wasn't in his life before.
Yep, Mary.
No.
All right, fine. Okay. Oh, okay, my guess. She's not crazy at all. Like, all right. Okay.
Can't be that.
Why do you say that?
Can't be.
She's
You think Bo Bonner is getting in the way of that?
He's been to Hooters since he's met her.
I don't know about that.
Maybe she's nervous about the
He went with
talent of the
Montante.
Sooners.
Yeah. What's that? What's that, Mike?
He went with Montante.
It's only 93 right now. There. That's not that bad.
It's pretty easy.
It's hot out. So, all right. I mean, look, okay. It's too bad. That I will say is, Dave, I'm surprised at that.
Very surprised.
Especially after he allowed the Navy SEAL, whatever the fuck he's going to. You know what I mean? Like he went out of his way to be like, let's do what Bubba wants.
Let's not go overboard with how Justin has gone out of his way for Bubba for this trip.
Yeah.
Let's calm down over there.
I mean, it's a free trip. I don't know. What's going with you, Concha?
Had a good conversation with them on Monday.
With them?
With someone who's directly involved with the hiring.
This is on Zoom?
So, just on the phone.
Okay.
We talked on the phone.
You need to do a Zoom thing.
Email Friday. Nothing Zoom
Don't,
yet.
don't do the Jeffrey Tube. Don't masturbate like he did on
You know
Zoom.
that's helpful?
No.
Spoke Friday, so we set up.
You spoke last Monday and this past Friday.
Email on Friday when the job became public.
It's on Mudstack Day.
And I had a couple of questions. What's that?
That's on Mudstack Day.
It was on Mudstack Day. So it was
Well,
after
a couple of questions. Well, walk me through what is the job.
Well, the job is not how you presented it here on your
I'm saying I don't know.
You
yeah.
you suggest on your show that it's a great state full-time
Best
job
case,
with
best
pension.
case,
No,
best-
you
best
said
case.
it like it was fact.
Okay. Well, who do you guy talk to? Gino?
You said okay. I can quote. Use your quotes. I spoke to someone very high up.
If it's a job sweeping the fucking floors, it's better than what you have. So, all right. So go ahead.
It is like most PA jobs where they pay per game.
Pay per shot.
So you go show up for a game.
Do they have?
Send an invoice. You get paid for it.
Do they have a PA for every UConn sport?
They're going to use different. They want different PA voice. Part of their plan here is to build their stable up.
The
of
big
PA
job
voice.
is the basketball.
They would say the big job is basketball, which is 25 to 30 games.
Both male.
You
and
do. They're going to have one person do the full time job, men's and women's hoop, for those 30 games.
That's a great job for you.
It is a great job. Now,
how much per shot do we know?
I know, but I'm not going to say publicly. I mean, they know that I'm on this show. They know, and they've asked, and I told them, but I'm not going to make. I'm not telling how much money it is. Okay. I'm not going to say how much money it is because I don't want to make that public.
Suck today. You're afraid to take bold stances. Okay, great. Yeah.
I'm not afraid to take. I would like to be considered for the job, and I don't want to ruin that chance.
Is that why you're wearing the sweatshirt today?
I didn't notice I wore that.
Oh, come on.
I should put this on. It's because of gray weather. I wear gray clothes when it's gray.
Did they tell you not to do the show?
No. I would say they're fans.
Good.
So that's not the issue.
My mouth here told me you guys suck.
What?
Yes,
I
very
didn't
critical.
I didn't say that.
So do you think you have a chance?
Yes, I think I have a chance.
Oh, wow.
I think I have a chance. So I'm going to go out for the basketball because football is 4 or 5 games on Saturday.
What's wrong with that?
I'm going to go out for basketball, and if I don't get basketball, I'm hopeful that I'm part of their stable to do baseball, softball, soccer, so I can go in, even if it's in a fill-in role. I would like to do something with them. Yes,
okay, so
that's my hope. So there's a process. I have to tape some things, record me doing some voiceover stuff.
Oh, like what?
Email it to them. Like, I left Cullen a voicemail. He never played on the show, I don't think. But one of the liners is like, "Hey, I want to read it so I can do it correctly."
Do it. Do you have it?
Yeah, I have it.
May I play Debbie Downer here?
Sure.
Isn't this
He's
job,
not going to get it. I mean, yeah.
Isn't this job though in like 2-3 years all AI anyway?
No
way.
You need the local flavor.
Have you heard? There's
PA?
in a live game?
Oh God,
No.
yeah. Oh God, yeah.
You think it'll be AI, Gus?
No. I'm saying you're gonna need a physical person.
Gus
there.
takes this personally.
You did this too, right? Gus?
Yeah. I used to do it for Tufts, Harvard,
Have you applied,
Brown.
Gus?
I have not yet.
You should.
I should now.
Oh, that'd be great.
Gus versus Mutt.
You gonna apply?
I'll do all the sports Mutt doesn't want to do because I've done
Well,
water.
they're going to hire
polo
multiple
before.
people, Gus. They're going to
I
hire.
know. I've done water polo before.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, at Harvard. It was Harvard versus Bucknell.
Water polo.
Yeah, that's cool to watch in person. Those guys are nuts.
They're great at it. Those guys are in insane shape.
Let's see. Sorry, but the internet here is not terrific.
How hard is this?
So this job is though like it's not over the air. It's in the stadium.
Yeah, PA. You know what PA guys. Yeah.
But
They're not AIing that. No.
Oh come on.
No.
I feel like you could hit 2 buttons and you have AI.
No, you gotta have
Not
like the
same as
emotion.
No, I agree.
Hey, you don't think you get emotion from AI?
No, not with like a 3-point call with 1 minute left to take the lead.
No
Yeah, but
shot.
it's-
There's a radio commercial that airs on both sports talk stations that's clearly AI, and it's absolutely terrible.
What's it for?
It's for a casino locally. I gotta log in.
AI is only going to get better though.
I
That's the
hate
thing.
AI.
I do want to get one of those Optimus Prime robot things.
See,
those things are cool.
We all do. How hard is this to find?
You have to. It's on a Google sheet that you have to log into. I apologize. I should have had this up before the show. If I can see.
You feel optimistic?
I do feel optimistic. Yeah, I think I
Really?
Well, I'm a UConn grad. I
Yep.
love UConn, and I have a pretty strong background in doing voice and
I know
radio
it's a
work.
good job, I think, for you.
So, for example,
State job.
I'll give this. I won't even. I'll try to do it off the cuff. Doing a PA voice because you got to be sort of loud with it, right? It's got
Yeah,
to
but
be
not
sort of
like. Don't
projected.
be obnoxious though.
Final score: UConn 45, Tufts 44. Stay tuned for the Dell postgame show coming up on WTIC News Talk 1080, and check out UConnHuskies.com for all your ticket information. It's not great. I need to see the script. It's got to be better.
I'm underwhelmed.
I got to work on it. I know. I got to work on it.
Let me hear you do it, Gus. UConn wins. Give me the radio station. Whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Tonight's final score: UConn 97, Seton Hall 36.
Gus better than you.
I just got chills.
Thank you for coming to today's game. Please arrive home safely.
Well, okay, man.
If I can read, I'm good.
Okay. Yeah, the voice is good though.
You got to put a little inflection into it.
Yeah, Mike, you're a PA guy. You're not doing a post-game radio show.
I need to work on that. So I've been practicing.
The final score: UConn 96. St. John's 82. Huskies fans, drive home safely. Make sure to stop by Papagino's on the way. Buy one, get one free. When UConn wins, so do you. That kind of thing, no?
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
That's better than mine too.
That's what I'm saying.
Yours felt like radio.
I know. I
felt like I was driving around getting mad at you.
I'm trying to get out of that. I'm trying to get out.
Give me a little emotion.
Let me try another one.
3, 2, 1.
I don't want to copy exactly what you do. What's another PA announcer thing, Gus? Give me a situation. You're a PA guy.
Let's go. All right.
Give me this.
Do the score at the half.
No. Give me this. Give me like the beginning of the starting lineup. For that whole thing.
Do you have that
Give me the music. Give me
That's the UConn intro. We were at a UConn game together, right?
Yes.
Wait
4 hours to take a piss at halftime at that game.
I get that music.
They go work on those bathrooms.
Well, that's a bad bathroom line.
That was the worst.
I
One of the worst
said,
I've
I
ever
said that
been
on the
in.
call. I said one thing we'll work on is the parking
You said
and
it
the
so?
bathroom
Good.
situation. Yes.
Parking
I
is
said
a
we gotta
disaster.
work.
Are there fight song work? What's the
No,
song?
it's like go to
It's y'all ready for this?
Jock jams.
Got mud asking about puzzles in a Mexican restaurant, but that's fine.
I was trying to make conversation. Sorry. If we waited for that table, which I did a great job staking out of that
You
restaurant.
take that route, that shortcut on the way back after every game, though? The vomit comet?
Yes, Beyonce's like,
She should throw herself out of the car. There we go.
Now, the starting lineup for your UConn Huskies.
That's better.
At guard, 6'4" from I'm not sure where, Khalid El Ami.
Mine looks like the kid in the meme with the veins. He actually does.
Sign of a healthy kid, man. Sign of health is good. But at the other guard,
At guard, number 20, Ray Allen.
at forward from Flint, Michigan, Johnny Selvey. The other forward.
For that UConn team? The other forward from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, 6'2", 240 pounds, Chris Benoit. Your head coach, Jim Calhoun.
He's still a center.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I did PA at a Jim Calhoun game.
Really?
Yeah, he was coaching. He was
the
coaching.
D3 team he was coaching?
Yeah, he was, and they played Tufts.
Oh, all right, nice.
Should do that for the case, Kirk. That was
A new case voice,
Yeah.
yeah. That's true.
You're pretty good.
I can do that.
He's got a little rasp to it, which is
Yeah,
nice.
you got to put a little,
The center, 7'4".
That's what the Bulls guy. And now your Chicago Bulls.
a little rumble.
Yeah.
That was a tremendous open for them.
Are you practicing at home?
Yes, well, clearly not enough. I'm not there yet.
You gotta let it rip. You're holding back. I don't want you to be obnoxious.
Let's see. There's like
Greg
fine
Dickerson
line, right?
did it. I mean, this
There's
is
a fine line there, right? Mike Riley does it. Does Riley's voice sound different?
Yeah, I would think, right?
It's definitely a little different. Like I try to
Do you have
be
his number?
a little lower.
Is he an 98.5 guy or no?
Who?
Mike Riley?
Mike Riley's voice is a little bit more at the games, but he projects. Like he's one of those old school.
He has a good
radio-
bassy voice.
Oh yeah, big time.
Tangway, right?
Tangway did PA?
I mean, he had to have at some point. No?
Meter did. I know that.
He did?
I believe so. That's how he got one of his starts.
Yeah, he did.
Early
He
did that.
So best case is the basketball job.
Best case is I can do the basketball job. They know my living situation. They know that I don't live in the States. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
I don't think that matters, does it? I mean, you'd be there. It's not like it.
Yeah, so that's the best case scenario is that I end up doing the PA. And worst case scenario is that I just don't get hired. And somewhere in the middle would
That's
be
true. You're right.
I'm on their roster of doing some fill-in games when other
30
guys
nights
can't
a
do
year is a
games.
lot to go back and forth there.
Yeah, I mean, during the winter's quiet enough. There's not as much sports for the kids, so I'm not
weather.
as concerned about that.
Mohegan's right there.
I have family who live right in the area, so I could stay with in-laws or my brother-in-law who live right in the area. So It's definitely
you want
workable. Yes, I would. The PA job for basketball would be a good job. It's a good job to have.
You know when's a good
part of the game.
like a good practice run?
What's that?
June 9th.
That's true. You can do our starting lineups if you want.
If you want me to do that, Coach, I will do that. I will, whatever you need.
What was I going to say? And it's a state job.
Not really.
Benefits?
No, zero. No, not full time. No
you
benefits.
Get into the UConn world that way, though. You
I
never
agree.
know what happens
I
then.
think, so my
When you're a
hope was that
professor,
there'd
who
be
knows?
like a hybrid job where you do that and do also
SID or something.
We'll do some content. Like there's not a. Sorry, folks, at UConn. There's not a great UConn sports podcast. Jeff D. Lowe and I.
You talked to
love
Jeff,
this.
obviously. Yes.
Yeah.
Jeff gave me this pitch.
So there should be a hybrid, but that's not.
I'll pretend to listen like I pretend to listen to Jeff when he pitched you doing a UConn podcast.
Jeff and Mutt's UConn Sports Podcast.
But even just creating content, like do a coach's show. Like I thought it could be.
They don't do that?
They do a radio one, but not one with the school. They do. Well, I think it's tied to radio.
Right.
Like TIC 1080 or whatever the affiliate is now.
You want me to reach out to Hurley or no?
I don't think he has a lot of say in the hiring process, but I can't hurt.
I mean,
I'm sure he has no say in the hiring.
I don't think he cares. I think he cares
That's
about
a different
his
conversation.
arm. I don't think he cares.
I think part of them's going to care because that's like starts the game. That gets everyone.
I think
Like
Danny Hurley notices the PA guy.
The first voice you did at the beginning, UConn goes 2-28.
You think so?
Yes.
The voice affects it.
They're losing by home. They're losing to St. A's at home with that inflection.
What would our starting lineup sound? From Rhode Island, he sells pharmaceutical stuff.
Yeah, see, this is where you get
John from Warren.
Yeah, you don't need the second part. Oh. Yeah, no. All right. Well, I mean, I think you have a chance.
I do too.
You're probably
Based
the
on
biggest.
conversation we
Amazing.
had.
You're probably the biggest name applying for it.
I think it helped that there are about 300 tweets tagging me in that. When it first broke.
I feel like being a UConn grad helps too. They probably love that.
Well, I love UConn. I mean, UConn support.
Oh, they noticed all the tweets.
Program. I'm sure they did.
Well, good.
The guys involved look at social media. I'm sure they.
Right.
They impressed with your man cave?
They did say if I get the job, I have to keep that and not build the cabin.
That seems fair.
Is it financially worth the drive, like per game basis? No chance.
It's worth.
Does it pay for gas?
Yes, it does pay for. Absolutely, the pay is commensurate with
the gas.
Other PA jobs.
I don't know what that. I don't even know what that
other
is.
Other
okay,
PA
well,
jobs.
someone will find out for us. All right.
Yeah.
It's a range.
But you're not doing that. You're not really doing it for the money.
It'd be to get in the UConn
Foot in the door
program. Yes,
part of the family,
and potentially do other stuff. Yeah,
like that podcast.
Or there's got to be a content role, like just UConn content.
Have, so.
Not a great one. Like,
Jesus,
UConn 360 is not.
You trying to get the job here? Like, what are you doing?
Push up the skirts. What is it? What's the?
Are you trying to get the job here? They're not going to hear.
I'm just. I was honest. I'm just. They could use some more sports content.
Okay. All right.
Any relationships fractured because of this? Like for good. Like you said, you hate Dave.
Yeah.
But you'll get over it.
Yeah.
But any long term, you think?
Yeah, I'm not going to be friends with like Riggs anymore, which is too bad. But
that's your host of a very popular golf gambling show, co-host.
Well, life goes on. Yeah, former. I mean, you're now with Freddie. You're my sidekicks on that show.
I had a lot of fun doing that show.
Yeah. Yeah, and this is kind of what I talked about earlier in the show is I have a history of burning friendships. But I'm just, and this is one of my weaknesses and one of my strengths, is that when somebody who I consider to be a very good friend is in a room and people are talking shit about me and they don't have my back, I won't be able to get over that. That one I'm not going to get over. And that's life. And people at the company for years have been like, Riggs about Riggs. I've said, no, he's not. And I've defended him. And he's asked me to do stuff. I've done it. And now I know where I stand. We talked it last week. It was fine. But no, I'm not talking to that guy again.
Because are you okay with Frankie and Trent? Obviously.
Yeah, but I was never really friends with them.
Yeah.
Like they're just.
That's why it's different because you were friends with Riggs. You were closer with him than
very
Frankie.
good, like very good friends with Riggs. Yeah. So it's what it is. Yeah. So it's disappointing, but nothing new. But I chase. Like I like want to ruin friendships, as you know, and so this one is tough because I didn't. Like this is the way my brain works. Even Whitney right now, I'm a little torqued off at because of this, like him playing it, which is not rational. It's rational within this show.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
But as a human being, Ryan Whitney should not say to Dave Portnoy, I'm not playing the Internet Invitational because Kirk Minahan's not.
But
in my mind,
you would have done it. That's how you would have handled
it. Well, I would have made the whole show about that and hijacked it till Dave said Whitney's playing in it. But that's stupid. That's like not mature. I'm recognizing this is my weakness. I'm just being honest. Like I'm like kind of like fuck him. But I love the guy. But I'm like annoyed. You texted me yesterday, like, you should play in the Ryder Cup. I'm like, I'm not playing in the fucking Ryder Cup. That is not happening.
You can't say what Dave said and suggest you to play in the Ryder Cup. That's how I'd feel if I were you.
No, I don't want.
You can't make a big deal about how
if I'm so dangerous.
Not that you don't do golf content and you're dangerous.
Yeah,
I totally get where you're coming from.
If anybody else ran,
I think you're doing the right thing.
If anybody else ran trivia, I wouldn't be playing it.
And also,
you also love doing trivia.
Sure, I love doing the Ryder Cup stuff. I love doing the mini golf stuff. I'm not going to do it anymore.
You're so dangerous. They wanted you on the broadcast of it too. Like,
right.
That's what throws my mind.
It's a good point.
Great point, Gus.
It's a
Would
good
you have
point.
said things
And-
there
and-
about
and-
people?
and the point of me being on the broadcast, a great point, Gus, amazingly, is that Dave was like, oh, it'll be great because you'll talk shit to these people. Well, it's like, well, what's the fucking difference?
That's unbelievable, Gus.
Yeah.
I hadn't
Look how
thought
happy
about
Gus is. He made a good point.
Even a blind squirrel finds you not.
See, that's not a lot of orphans around that good idea. Yours, Gus. But yeah, no, he's right, and it's sort of that, And I bring up yesterday, but I will admit, like that anti-Semitic thing pissed me off because I don't.
I
think
was
he's-
shocked you didn't go to it.
Yeah, because I'll bring up again at some point because I don't think he was kidding about it. We fuck around with each other. That's fine. But it's like, well, I don't know. That'd be like me calling him a rapist because what people, and I don't think it's true. I don't think that's true. So, I wouldn't do it. I've defended him. So, I don't know. And he said he's had my back. There was a tweet the other day, like whether it was immediately when the Cullen thing happened, the Cullen Curtatone thing, Dave was like, I don't think Kirk was working with the company at the time. There was a clip the other day about Diana Natale. I quote tweeted, and Dave was like, that's Kirk, not me. Like he's but he pays me a great salary. So, and he's a good boss, but it's what it is. It's what it is. I don't think I deserve to play the. That's not the point. But then they're like, to be this big star at the Ryder Cup. It's like, well, I don't know. I don't think
It's also presented very poorly to you. They have to realize that.
Well, I
you're
think
on the
Dave,
list.
if Dave could do it over, he definitely would have not done that video about this being a wacky tournament.
It's not going to be. This is
which is okay.
That's gonna age poorly.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. If people go, the views will be great because it's new. There's gonna be all these people. That is never my argument. My argument is it's gonna stink.
It's a giant circle jerk, that community.
Yeah,
so
yeah. And watch a foreplay video. Foreplay and chicklets are playing. They're gonna suck each other's dicks at this thing the whole time.
We are good.
All right, Friday. Let's go. Call if you want. They load up.
Not yet. I think they're.
No,
Not yet.
just tweet it out.
Yep.
All right, you guys got 30 seconds. I'm walking out if they're not loaded up. So. No?
Nothing yet. One call.
We have one call.
Yeah.
All right. We tweet it out, right?
Yep.
Okay. See you Tuesday.